Welcome. This is a video book review for Final Orders by Irene Helenowski. Now, this is a service. I am providing this video review, and this is a disclaimer. I set up the script, read the book, and which was provided to me for this review through International Book Promotions and Jazz. Thank you. I want you to give them a look up at IBP.com. Okay, about Final Orders by Irene Helenowski. This is the third book in a trilogy, which is amazing. It is about the multiverser, which is a box that people can go into and travel to other dimensions, basically parallel lifetimes. Seriously. The thing that's happening in this far out reality, that's many realities, is that the order, which is run by Anton, is corrupt beyond belief to the point that they send whole worlds, whole planets, good people into the null space. Which is heinous and crimes against humanity, against the universe. It goes on and on and on about what Anton and his cronies will do to stay in power. So what we see are the good people in the story, like Tina, who is the cousin of Jane, who is pretty much the superwoman. Everything she does, everything she touches, just works right out. Well, in some dimensions, Jane is with Anton, when in fact, in the reality that Tina and Jane are born into, Jane is in love with her husband called Randy, and Randy is totally instrumental in the whole story. One of the good guys, he's determined to take the order down. So he and Jane are original power couple. And throughout this book, it's a cat and mouse chase of Randy and Anton and Randy, and even Tina has a parallel life with Anton. But in her regular life, Anton is actually married to someone else, not Jane. Jane's married to Randy. And it goes on and on and on of the adventures of these two women. And Tina totally takes the show because she is heartfelt. She has questions about herself, her own dreams, and she sees that Jane has a happy family with Randy, but in the reality that she was born into, Anton is actually her boss, where in some other parallel lives she and Anton are actually quite in love. But she has to come to terms with her own humanity and her own loneliness. And I'm going to wind this up pretty much with the way that Irene Helenowski wound up her third book, is showing that Tina decides to persevere on, and even when there is actually a really great ending to this book, we see that it's really about Tina deciding, hey, my dreams are important. I may not have what she has, or what I could have in other dimensions, but I'm going to do the best I can in this dimension. So it's quite inspirational. And Irene Helenowski's growth as a writer from the first book to the second book to the third book, which I read all three, is exponentially great. She is a genius. I suggest you read all three of them. I'm going to give this book a 4, simply because after 3 books, I wanted an elongated ending. I could have really relished and reveled in the ending that Irene weaved in her story. So thanks for joining me. I suggest you read them all. Thank you, Chaz, for your patience, and you too, Irene. You're a great author, and I like some of the questions that you pose that makes all of us want to be better folks and to stand up for injustice and do the right things like Tina and Jane and Randy. Okay, thanks.